So,
all right. Chucky says you're number one, man.
I just noticed that, and we'll right back to you, Chucky. Let's go.
Welcome in, guys, to yet another episode. This is a random horror news episode. I'm Alan. That's John. We are the horror guys. For those of you who are just finding us by happenstance on the interwebs here, go ahead and subscribe to our channel.
Do that.
And leave us some comments. But we got some random stuff, some not Halloween end stuff. We covered that in another video you could check out. But we're going to give you some updates on some of the other things that are on the
horror related. Yes.
Horror related things. Yes.
So I know you've seen this movie, and I think I remember you saying you liked it a lot. Train, if I'm saying it right, Train to Busan. Is that how you say it?
So we started watching it. I actually never ended up finishing it, but yeah, it's I was like midway through it. I've been wanting to finish it.
For me, I thought that was a great movie. It
was nuts, yeah. From what I mean, that little area with the train and all the zombies, and there's a sequel coming, right?
They did. So they did a prequel, which I didn't know about, which is actually animated, which is before Train, and then they did Peninsula, which is the sequel to Train.
Got it. Okay.
But for me, Train to Busan is one of those movies where it was a really good zombie movie, and a very drowned out genre, I guess you can call it.
Yeah, you got to be cool with reading subtitles,
right? And I think that's why I sat on it for so long too.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, man, I liked it. It grabs you and it brings you in, and it's very emotional too.
Yeah.
So sadly, they're making a remake of it.
A remake.
The last Train to New York, which is the American version.
Okay.
Will be released in April of 2023. Some things should be left alone. I feel like the original was so good. Yeah. I'm not saying that it might not be decent. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, a little soon for me. I don't know though. I will tell you, I'm interested because that whole setting is interesting.
Yeah, no.
I mean being trapped on a train with a bunch of zombies is a terrifying.
Oh yeah. What I thought was super cool about it was like how fast everybody turned too. Like you got killed, bit, what have you. Yeah, you were right there, man.
Yeah, it wasn't the Walking Dead turn. It was like
instantaneous, that shit fast. Right.
I still have to finish. Now that makes me want to finish the original.
Make sure you.
It's on Shudder. It was on Shudder, so
yeah. I don't know if Peninsula's on there yet, but if you get a chance, check. It was good.
Well, that was part of the thing we wanted to watch that together to see Peninsula, which I thought it was just. I knew it was a sequel. I didn't know what it was called until today, but yeah.
And then there, like I said, there's the. I think it's called Soul Station is the animated version of the first one.
All right.
So I actually want to watch that too because I heard that's really good.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to go into the remake with high expectations or anything, but I'll check it out.
Yeah.
I mean,
I will too. You know,
we'll see. I mean, but I agree. I agree. It seems a little soon, number one, and honestly, I'd rather have just seen another sequel.
Right. I mean, but here's the thing, though. They've done it with everything. Look at The Grudge. Look at that.
I know.
You know, both Japanese movies that did really well and were very good.
Yeah.
And the Japanese version, the first Grudge was okay. The third Grudge was hot garbage. It was just hot garbage. But this is a common thing. They do this all the time with Japanese films. So, you know.
We'll see.
We'll see. In other news, Salem's Lot that we were supposed to get.
I'm getting more and more excited about that.
Well, you're going to have to hold off on that excitement.
Really?
Because unfortunately, it has moved from its original release date of September 2022 to April of 2023, along with Train to New York, I guess, you know?
That is not a good sign. That's never a good sign. Yeah. And that's never a good sign. Yeah, when they move movies back, sometimes it means that they're dog shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Unfortunately, that's getting
maybe it's just strategic movement by the studios to align themselves better in terms. Maybe they looked at what was coming out and they didn't want to compete against that stuff. But every once in a while, a movie that keeps getting pushed back ends up being not so good. I really am looking forward to it, but it sucks that it's being pushed back.
Too.
Yeah,
I agree. 100%. So in some weird news, you've seen The Shining, right?
Yes.
So you know you're familiar with Jack Torrance, obviously the main character, Jack Nicholson, right?
Yeah.
In a stage adaptation of the film, Ben Stiller is set to play Jack.
What? Ben Stiller?
Yeah. Yes. I don't know how.
For a minute, I thought you were going to tell me they were remaking The Shining, and I was going to be not at all interested. But I am interested in that.
So here's the thing: like we've seen a side of Ben Stiller where he can be kind of a dick and like some of the stuff and the characters that he plays.
Yeah, but he's always somewhat comical about it. Right, he's always funny.
Like his Tony Perkins character from like Heavyweights, if you remember that movie from back in the day.
Yeah,
He was a dick, you know.
Or wasn't he a dick in Dodgeball?
Yeah. Nobody makes me bleed my own blood.
Right.
You know, yeah, exactly. What was it? White Goodman, I think his name was.
Yeah.
But so we've seen him play like that asshole-esque type character, but playing a complete psycho, I don't know. Hey, maybe he can pull it off. Who knows?
Well, you know, I mean, Vince Vaughn, my wife and I just watched Domestic Disturbance last night. He did well in that. He was also Anthony Perkins, or he played Norman Bates, Anthony Perkins.
See,
in the Psycho remake.
After seeing Vince Vaughn do everything that he's done, like Wedding Crashers and stuff like that, I can't take him serious.
That's the funny part. There's the scene in Domestic Disturbance when he's throwing the ball with the kid, and he's doing the whole, you got to step and throw, you got to step towards me. And he's doing it in the Vince Vaughn way, and we started laughing. Like it's not supposed to be a funny scene in the movie, but he's doing the Vince Vaughn thing, like the way he's doing it, and you picture him in all of his other movies, and you can't help but laugh because you know, I mean, when you take away the background of that character and that he was a psycho, it's funny because he's the way he talks. Dude, it's the way
it's in the same way if you watch like Eddie Murphy's movies.
Yeah,
there's times when Eddie Murphy will do stuff in some of these movies, and he turns into like the Nutty Professor. Or he sounds like the dad from Nutty Professor. Like you know, some of that shit comes out in some of the other shit that he does. You know, But Ben Stiller playing Jack Torrance, I kind of wish that. Well, here's my thing. I hope that there's some kind of footage of that because I would like to see how it comes out. To be honest with you,
I would hope. Yeah, it would be cool if they did like a kind of like what they did with like some of the other stage shows, like Hamilton is an example of one where they actually have it. They had it and they put it on streaming or whatever. That would be cool if they did the same thing. Who knows?
I would like to see his portrayal of Jack Torrance. Yeah. I think that'd be something to see.
Yeah.
So we have a trailer for Orphan First Kill.
It's so weird that that's coming out all these years later.
It is weird, but you know what? I actually liked the first.
Oh, it was good. It was good. Yeah,
I wasn't expecting the ending that we got. I got a little bit of news on it. Basically, Esther's terrifying saga continues in this thrilling prequel to the original and shocking horror hit. After orchestrating a brilliant escape from a psychiatric facility, Esther travels to America by impersonating the missing daughter of a wealthy family. Yet an unexpected twist arises that pits her against a mother who will protect her family from the murderous child at any cost. So this being a prequel, we obviously know that Esther gets away because she does what she does in the other one. But I'm looking forward to seeing this one. It seemed like it was never going to come out at first,
right?
But then now they finally we have a release date of August 19th on Paramount Plus.
Hey, perfect timing, right before Paramount Plus too. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm looking forward to it. The trailer looked pretty decent. The girl who plays her, again, they made a 30-some-year-old woman look like a child again. I don't know how the hell they do that, but holy shit, man, it's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, the shock ending is not going to be there, obviously, with this one, but it'll still be cool to see.
We'll kind of get her origins, I guess, in a way.
Yeah.
This is what this is supposed to be. Speaking of origins and stuff like that, in trailers and everything else, we got the long version trailer of Rob Zombie's The Munsters, and
which I did take a look at.
Did you look at it? So I don't know if you've seen it too. There's a lot of hate on it so far. A lot of hate.
You know what? I don't think it looks horrible. I don't think it looks bad.
No, here's the thing, and this is what people aren't. I don't think. And yes, I'm about to defend this. So yeah, it's coming. For those who said that we trash Rob Zombie too much, I'm about to defend him on this. First and foremost, this isn't Rob Zombie's other work. Does it look similar to his work as far as like style, color, atmosphere? Yes.
But it kind of reminds me of a little bit of House of a Thousand Corpses in that sense, but not. Yeah, but that's not what it's going to be. It's not anywhere near.
And that's the thing. Like this
isn't. It's rated PG for God's sake.
Yeah, this isn't your normal rated R.
Right.
Foul language filled movie by Rob Zombie. This is what we said it was going to be originally. What we had heard it was going to be the meeting of Herman and Lily. So we're getting all these old characters that were part of the show and that may have only been on the show for a split second, and Rob brought them back, like Uncle Gil, which is obviously the creature from the Black Lagoon, and like all these different cool characters and stuff that he's bringing back from the show.
Right.
And it's essentially the origin of Lily and Herman. And people were bitching, well, there's no Eddie Munster and there's no Marilyn Munster. They weren't there yet. Obviously, Herman and Lily are just meeting, and maybe throughout this movie they will have Eddie and stuff. Who knows?
Right.
It's rumored to be 3 hours long, so pretty sure you can cover a lot in 3 hours.
3 hours is a long time, yeah.
I was, and I said this briefly in our last video, I was really, really, really pleasantly surprised at how well Daniel Roebuck sounded as Grandpa. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
He sounded good. Like he doesn't. It was a really good portrayal of him.
I gotta say, I've never been a Rob Zombie fan. I've never really loved his movies. I hated what he did with Halloween.
Yeah.
Both of them. But I've not seen, going into it with an open mind, I've not seen anything from this that I'm even remotely thinking looks bad. I think it looks good.
Yeah, it actually looks like it's going to be a fun movie from him. A different movie. A different movie.
Yeah. So if it's different than all of his other stuff, give it a chance, because that means if you think his other stuff sucks and this is going to be different, maybe you'll like it.
Yeah, I mean, it had a date of September 2022. I don't know when in September, and I don't know where it's. Again, I heard Peacock, but then again, who knows at this point? I don't think it's getting a theater release, so I do think it's going to streaming though, but I don't know.
Okay. Works for me.
Yeah, we have an official, and I sent this to you, and you said you saw it too. We have an official poster for one of the most anticipated horror films of either this year or next. But we have an official poster for Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. And but the tagline is the best though. This ain't no bedtime story.
It ain't no bedtime story. And I did not know we needed a Winnie the Pooh horror film until
we do though.
Found out we're gonna get one.
Yes.
And
we need it.
It looks like everything that it should be. It looks like it's gonna be your cheesy ass gory horror. Slasher shit, and I am all here for it.
100%, dude. I just wish they'd give us a release date because I'm super excited to see it.
Yeah.
Now with that poster comes a little bit of news that we hadn't heard yet. So let me fill you in a little bit. The film was shot in 10 days in England.
Oh boy.
Now, that's either going to be good or bad.
Yeah.
Listen, they created magic in 1978 with a film called Halloween in 21 days.
Yep.
So let's give them the benefit of the doubt. We'll see what happens.
If Winnie the Pooh becomes the next iconic horror slasher,
holy shit, man.
You could count me as being very surprised about that. It's not something I would have ever thought.
Right. So the film again was shot in 10 days in England, and it was not far from Ashdown Forest, the inspiration for the imaginary 100-acre wood in Winnie the Pooh stories. How cool is that, though?
That is cool.
That actually is.
So
cool,
they're taking it seriously, and they're actually kind of in a way. I'm sure the original creators won't be thrilled to know about this.
No,
but it does seem like they are at least trying to, in some weird way.
Well, I'll tell you what, though, this will keep every person who has ever created anything Disney and or nice for us as kids to probably keep a lock on any kind of trademarks they have for the rest of their lives, because this is going to be they're going to be scared shitless now. They're going to get what are we going to get next? We're going to get fucking Cinderella killing people and shit at the ball.
Or imagine like some of those Disney villains. Imagine like some of those Disney villains, if you wanted to do a horror movie, a horror version of some of that stuff, you could make it like, I mean, the foundations are, if you could do it with freaking Winnie the Pooh, imagine something like some of the witches and stuff like that, the evil witches and shit in some of those movies. The foundation is definitely already there.
Disney has a very dark side. Like there's very much so.
Yeah, without a doubt. Yeah,
very much so. The director also says, and this is kind of cool because we had questioned before when we first heard about this, because people were saying there was like that Your Next vibe to it. So we weren't sure if we were getting men just dressed in Winnie the Pooh masks, piglet mask. This kind of tells us that we're getting, well, I'll read it for you. Christopher Robin is pulled away from them and he's not giving them food. It's made Pooh and Piglet's life quite difficult because they've had to fend for themselves so much. They're essentially become feral, so they've gone back to their animal roots. They're no longer, they're no longer tame. They're like vicious bear and pig who want to go around and try to find prey. So we're actually getting the animals, not people.
I like it.
Type characters that are going to be like killing folks.
I like it. I love it. I love it.
I'm all for it, man. I'm all for it.
Sounds great.
Let's be honest. It's probably going to be the most awful thing ever made, but I can't wait to fucking see it though.
But awful in a very, very good way.
Yes, like I can't wait. I'm super stoked for it, man. We have an addition to the. Well, we have two additions to the screencast. One which I know, the other one I couldn't fucking tell you. But Samara Weaving from Ready or Not and The Babysitter, if you remember both of those, she's been picked up for the Scream 6.
Cool. And I like that. That's a good cast.
Tony Revolori, who I don't know
idea. I don't know who it is.
No clue. But they've just been picked up for Scream. I'm kind of interested to see what Samara does. I dug her in The Babysitter. I thought she was great.
Yeah.
And I thought she was good in Ready or Not too.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see what they do with her in Scream. And she quite honestly could be wearing the damn Ghostface mask for all we know.
Yeah.
Because let's be honest, she's been in those scenarios before.
She can definitely do it. That's for sure.
I really do like that as a very good cast choice on their part.
Agreed. Yeah, very cool.
Again, I don't know who the hell Tony is, but he's in the movie too, I guess.
Welcome to the show, Tony. Welcome to the movie.
Welcome. And last, but certainly not least, inspired by the man you have behind you there, or the doll you have behind you, we got a poster and we have a small teaser for Chucky Season 2, along with a release date of October 5th, which I am fucking stoked for, man.
Yeah.
Super happy for that.
Yeah, and we'll be definitely following, episode by episode, and definitely looking forward to talking to it.
So here's a brief synopsis on what we got for Season 2 so far. After his diabolical plan to invade children's hospitals in America was foiled in Season 1, Chucky now seeks revenge on those he holds responsible, the surviving teens Jake, Devin, and Lexi, along with his ex Tiffany, who is now his sworn enemy.
So it answers a lot of questions that we had, and it's interesting that him and Tiffany are going to be at odds now.
Right. So it's funny though, him and Tiffany, the doll, are still cool, but him and Tiffany, Jennifer Tilly, aren't cool.
Right.
And then like we said, we had talked about that before. Well, where does this leave Jake, Devin, and Lexi, right? Because if they took off to go, kill every child in America, basically, where does that leave them? Do they have to go after Chucky themselves? Now we know that he's actually going to seek revenge against them. Yeah. So it's cool that it keeps them involved in the show because they were actually really good characters in that.
I agree. And they're already developed and established. Yeah. So
we do know that there's a ton of people that have been added to the cast. Even Jennifer Tilly's sister, Meg Tilly, she's a part of it now too. So like they're adding more people. Devin Sawa's coming back to play the third brother, I'm assuming. I don't know.
That's got to be the third brother. He's going to now be in every season.
I feel like maybe they didn't kill him in that one. Maybe he's still alive in the closet somewhere. Who knows? But he is coming back for Season 2. But I'm looking forward to it. I'm happy we got a release date. I'm happy it's in October because it just fits perfectly. So yeah, I'm looking forward to Season 2 of Chucky because I love
it's something to look forward to. And it's a long running thing. It's a show, so you get 8 episodes or however many episodes they're going to do.
Absolutely, man.
So that's cool. Definitely cool.
That's all the weekly horror news I have for now, man.
A couple quick comments here, and we can wrap this one up.
All right.
Let's see here. We just got another comment, a Halloween-related comment, and I'll go ahead and I'll just throw it on here.
All right.
Million Ideas. He's back again. He says, the Silver Shamrock thing is so silly. For one, the Halloween movies are really just movies in Halloween 3's universe. With 2018 being Laurie's film and Kills being Michael's movie, Ends will most likely be Allison's movie. I feel like Ends is going to be more Michael's movie, in my opinion. I didn't feel like Kills was Michael's movie. It felt like, and I think we mentioned this before, that Kills it seemed to me like it was more Haddonfield's movie.
Yeah. It was more the survivors of Michael, the town itself.
Yeah,
you're right.
That's what I took out of it. 18 was definitely Lori's movie.
Yeah.
I think this will be. It could be Allison's movie, and we've heard some things that maybe might lead you to believe that. I hope that it's. I would rather it be. It makes more sense that it would be Michael's movie, but we'll see.
Well, and I always feel like this too. There's always that first act of a movie, a second act of a movie, and your third act of a movie. There's a lot of time there to play around and give everybody their equal parts. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. I have one other comment here, and that's from the ATGNAT podcast. Great show, guys. We need the skits. They want the skits. The skits are coming. I think we need to figure out the best way to release them. Do we just release the skits individually, or do we start to integrate them into our episodes?
You know what? I have so many of the old ones still that we can just.
That's what I mean. We could start throwing the old ones up, and then eventually, I know that we intend on doing new skits.
Yes. Absolutely.
And maybe off, you and I will figure out a good time to do some of that. So
yeah, I'll tell you what. I'll go through when we're done here. I'll go through and I'll send you a couple, and we'll get a couple.
We'll throw a few up.
Yeah. Dude, it came up in my. And it's actually funny that they said that. Because it came up in my Facebook memories, the Jimmy Allen show with the wolf. Remember that one?
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, that one came up in my Facebook memories.
We have that. We have a bunch of different Michael Myers ones. We actually reshot the ending. We did our own version of the ending of Halloween '78.
Yeah.
We did Michael Myers voting during the election.
Yes. Halloween was canceled.
Yeah.
Remember?
Halloween canceled because of. By the way, yeah. So I mean, a lot of good stuff, and we're gonna start filtering that.
We did that. Me and Cassie did that when Halloween quarantine when it was during quarantine and stuff.
Yeah,
and we went and filmed in Dollar General. It was dude, the people's faces were great.
We gotta start posting all that stuff. I mean, it's just good stuff.
I will 100% get you some of our old ones and integrate some of the new ones too. Yeah.
And then they also said we will definitely make October happen with you guys. Yeah, as we get a little bit closer, we'll do that. Maybe we could even talk a little Halloween ends after we've all seen it, and we could do a big thing too. So as we get closer, but the ranking of the Michael Myers and everything, that really would be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it would. For sure.
We'll definitely do that. And in the meantime, go check out their channel, ATGNAT podcast.
Yes.
Really, they're taking off. It's really cool to see because they are putting up a lot of really cool videos, and they really make a lot of good points and everything. So check them out. And that's it. That's all I got for comments on this one because we went through the majority of them in the last one. So.
Yes, we did. All right. Well, then I guess it's my turn, right?
This is your time to shine. Yeah.
Here we go, folks. You want to follow us on YouTube. You want to hit that like and subscribe button. Follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter. Come and talk to us on Reddit, man. We want to continue these horror discussions. Come talk to us on Reddit because we're steadily posting stuff, but it's just me and Alan right now and a mystery guest.
There's somebody else on there who's reading this stuff. I don't know who it is. If you're on here, let us know.
Listen to us on Spotify. Listen to us on iHeartRadio, Apple Podcast, or wherever the hell else we pop up. Come check us out. Hit the like button. Hit the share button, and let's talk some horror.
Yeah, and by the way, the October last week sent me a thing about his short Halloween 11-minute Halloween.
Oh yeah.
I watched it. I watched it.
Dude, I was my favorite thing of that whole thing was when the little boy said the booger man. I was dying, dude. I love it. Absolutely love it.
It was fun. A cool little 11-minute short.
Yes.
A lot of stuff that I could tell that you are a seasoned Halloween fan because you did a lot of throwbacks and stuff like that. So well done. Everybody.
One of my biggest takeaways from that, I love cool shots, meaning as in camera shots. Okay. So when she was washing the dishes, and I know this may sound stupid to some people, but to me, it was a really cool shot. When the camera showed through the water, basically, and the shot of her washing the dishes, dude, I love shots like that.
It's tough to do that too.
Yeah. And I love shit like that. Like
another thing that
simple and cool.
He utilized really cool was the window from the bathroom and down on the roadway. He utilized that. That was cool because that is such a setting for Michael Myers. And so keep it up, man. Keep doing what you're doing. If anybody else has stuff they want us to take a look at, we're always open to looking at it. We'll talk about it on here. If there's anything you see that you want to send to us, that you want us to cover, or just little news bits that we might miss, send it over. and we'll appreciate that too. But
absolutely, man.
Follow us, like us, check us out on Reddit, and that's it. That's all we got.
Yes. Skits are coming. I promise. They're coming.
They're coming. It is on the top of our priority list, and we will start doing new skits too.
Yes.
We'll start doing that too. So,
true.
We hear your pleas. We hear.
Yes.
All right. We'll see you guys next time.
Later.
Fans, check out and follow the Horror Guys. You can find them on Facebook, facebook.com/The Horror Guys. On Twitter, Horror Guys 21, that's HORRORGUYS 21. On YouTube, The Horror Guys. And also on Spotify, search for The Horror Guys.
Beetlejuice.